Discover the secrets to effective communication. Watch till the end for this game-changing transformation on how to connect with other people. Let's dive in and elevate our communication skills together. Unlock the power of words. Join us on this journey to master the art of effective communication. Discover the secrets to captivate, connect, and communicate with impact. Your words have the potential to shape your world. Let's unleash that potential together. First of all, the greeting. Firm handshake, smile. Eye contact goes a long way. I'm not trying to do the floppy fish method where your hand is a floppy fish and you're just going with the flow and let them carry you. Like, let their hand carry you. So, an eye contact, look into their eyes. It's not very common. That'll take you ahead of most people. Just a firm handshake, eye contact, and smiling. Try to have a smile, maybe a crack a joke, lighthearted to connect with them. The next thing is ask open-ended questions. Ask questions not just in a yes or no answer. So for example, what keeps you busy? What are you passionate about? Instead of asking yes or no questions, instead of asking questions that lead to boring answers. For example, a lot of times I see conversations that die down after they ask where are you from, and then they just say a city and they're like, cool. Open-ended questions and then also follow-up questions as well. So just get curious about their life, be genuinely interested in their life, and try to understand them. Don't just ask questions and then think your job is done. Like, really try to listen and try to understand, okay, where are they coming from here? Try to understand where they're coming from on an emotional level, where their energy is, how they're talking about it versus something else that comes across, their body language, tone of voice, and just how their energy is. Are they talking loud? Are they talking fast? Are they talking slow? Are they talking enthusiastically? Or try to read the energy instead of just the words. Down the road of communication, you'll run into some obstacles, but try to keep everything lighthearted and don't get too serious. You can laugh about almost anything. That's what I've learned to do over the years, and it's just made conversation so much more fun and so much less pressure. And also what relieves this pressure is listening more. I'll share a quote that helped me out. At 20, I cared what other people thought. At 40, I didn't care what other people thought. At 60, I realized they weren't thinking of me in the first place.
When you're meeting someone at first, you should have the utmost respect for everybody. But certain words or certain actions can hinder.
What's your biggest tip on communication?
Just be an open book. Like, as far as you can, like, treat everyone when you meet them with respect equally, and then go from there.
What's your biggest tip on communication?
Communication for me is if I'm meeting new people, basically treat them like they're my best friend. Because friends are always easy to talk to. Say you can treat them like your family too. Family and friends are always really easy to talk to. That's how I take communication.
Biggest tip on communication?
I think to communicate, you get to know yourself. Being comfortable with who you are helps a lot in communicating with someone, because you know who you are, you're not trying to be someone else when you're talking to them. You're sharing your own ideas, not just regurgitating someone else's.
Biggest tip on communication?
Active listening. I mean, you can't communicate without a listener, right? So just listen to what they're saying and just speak from the heart. So
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Biggest tip on communication?
Honestly, if it's in your head and you really feel like you have to say it, I would say it. If you don't say it, then you're never going to say it, and then you never know what the outcome is.
On communication?
Probably being able to communicate how you're feeling. Honestly, I feel like that's one of the biggest things, to be able to share emotionally how you're feeling, because the only way you're going to get past something with someone is being able to share that emotion with someone else. If you don't, then everyone just separates.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Mr. Borg said, laughter is the closest distance between two people. In my opinion, is a great escape, a healthy escape from reality. I love it, and I think it's really powerful to use it as a weapon in conversation. So, like I said, you can use any type of humor. You can use self-deprecating, which, you know, if that works well for you, shock value, shocking humor, insanely complimentary. I recommend insanely complementary. Self-amusement, like I talked about before, the self-amusement is basically just having fun by yourself, laughing by yourself, and then I'm just gonna bring that energy around people, and then other people will laugh. You're having fun. Laughter is contagious, and smiles are contagious. What's your biggest tip on communication?
Biggest tip on communication is more than listening and hearing, it's comprehension, making sure that you understand not even like specific words that the person is saying, but the point that they're trying to get across. Because sometimes, I mean, we're all human, people don't have the best communication, and we're all trying to figure this out. And when you're having a conversation with someone every day that is practicing communication, so I think just being able to find an understanding with the person about what they're trying to get across is most important. Yeah.
So what's your biggest tip on communication?
Actually being involved with the person, wanting to be involved with the person. Maybe don't lead people on. That's something I see a lot nowadays. People just to force away awkwardness, they'll lead on as if they actually are interested in what you have to say. So I guess biggest tip on communication is care about the person.
Best tip on communication?
I would say just be confident. You know, when you're going into a conversation, just, you know, have that idea that the other person is just as anxious as you are.
Biggest tip on communication?
Biggest tip about communication is just being confident in yourself and having the ability to communicate and articulate yourself in a manner that others around you can perceive that way. As long as you're confident, upright, and know what you're talking about, communication will come to you naturally and flow through naturally. So just be confident, be upright, have confidence in yourself and about what you're saying, and really research the topics that you want to talk about. And be well-informed, well-developed, and incorporate some of that vocabulary in there as well. Make sure you have a good vocabulary so when you're communicating, you can use big fancy words, sound real smart, and all that good stuff. But that's the biggest tip for me.
Best tip on communication?
Definitely talking, you know, speaking, you know, being very direct and blunt about things and not sugarcoating and beating around the bush.
I think keeping your ego balanced and just knowing, just being yourself and just stay true to people and people will be true to you. Respect one another. That's it.
I would encourage you to try to use the tips in the video right away. Try to take action right away, same day, because you'll just forget about it and then you won't be able to take action and your life will be the exact same. So instead of just continuing watching videos, I encourage you to take action on what you learn. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Subscribe, hit that notifications bell. We're trying to hit 500,000 subscribers, and thank you.